Start recording. Welcome everybody to Z School 2013. Today's topic is how to create a document using Zoho CRM. This involves a couple of other Zoho products, and this means I got to fly a little bit because we can't explain all three products. But a couple weeks ago we did email templates, where we create an email template and we have fields where we drop in the data from whatever contact record we're on to populate the email and send it out. Today's topic is mail merge, where we're going to use the same thing, but we're going to create documents. You know, most people think Microsoft Word documents. So this could be a quote, this could be a contract, and you know, sometimes you just need to create a document either as a PDF or as a Word document with customer data in it. And so we'll show you how to use that. Now I mentioned Microsoft Word. Zoho will work with Microsoft Word, but I think there's a lot of restrictions. For instance, Microsoft, if you're going to use Microsoft Word, Microsoft requires you to use Internet Explorer as your browser. So to me, that's kind of a showstopper right there. I prefer Chrome. If I didn't use Chrome, I'd probably use Firefox. I'd probably use IE last. But Zoho gives you a word processor of their own. You have it, it's free, and I vastly prefer it to Word. Although everybody knows Word and everybody's been using Word for 30 years, I'm going to just go to the Zoho site and show you what comes with Zoho One, which is the product most people have. You get everything here. Under the email and collaboration category of apps, you'll see a thing here called Writer. That's their version of Word. It actually creates documents in a DOC or DOCX format, as well as PDFs and a lot of other formats. Sheet is their version of Excel, and Show is their version of PowerPoint. And you have all that. My opinion, everybody has a different opinion, Writer is vastly superior to Word. I really like it. I haven't used Word in a long time. I still like Excel a little better than Sheet, although Sheet is good for almost everything. And there is some cool things you can do with Sheet that you can't do with Excel. But being a data guy, I've used Excel my whole life. And then Showtime is equivalent to PowerPoint. I never used either one to be a discriminating user. They both do the job for me. So CRM is going to use Writer to, we're going to use Writer to create a template, and then we're going to merge CRM data into Writer. And then quite often there's another thing we need to do, and that is have somebody legally sign. And there's products out there like DocuSign and eSign. Well, Zoho gives you their own legal signing system that I like, and you also have. So we're going to use three different products today. We're going to use CRM is going to hold our data. Writer is where we're going to build our template, and then we're going to send it with Sign. And so I have to talk about these three things and how they work together. So let's go to CRM. This is our sample system. And I will bring up just a contact here. Some all play data in here. So I'll pick Kapla Poprocky here, just a person. And let's say we wanted to send him, I guess it's a her, a document. I'd go over to these three buttons here and I would do a mail merge. And this is exactly just like email merge. It's the same button. However, it didn't find any templates. So I have to click here to create one. And these are all my templates. Now, I did create a template earlier for the deals module, but I'm in the contacts module. I'm on a contact record, and I need to create a template here. There are email templates here, and then there are mail merge templates. These are Word documents. See, this is a DOCX. It's a document. So I'm going to create a new template, and it's going to be really quick and dirty and ugly. We're not going to spend a lot of time creating it because everybody knows how to create a template. So I'm going to pick contacts. I'm going to give it a name and say employment contract or something. I can also organize it into folders. So I might have a folder here called HR. Keep all my HR documents and templates in here. I can also choose whether only I use this template, if everybody can use it, or if certain people can use it. I'll give it to everybody. I may only want HR people to use this. I don't want anybody outside of HR offering an employment. So now it's asking me if I want to build from a template. This is our gallery of pre-built templates. At the top is blank. Probably often start there. Especially you could just paste in a Word document. If you already have a template in Word, you just want to move it over to Zoho. So I'll pick a template here that looks kind of good. We'll send unemployment, I don't know, something, proposal letter. We'll pick this one, select. So now it's actually bringing me into, you'll see in the URL, I'm in Zoho Writer now. This is Zoho Writer. One of the things I like about Zoho Writer is, normally all this stuff is turned off. You don't get a big fat ribbon toolbar at the top with all kinds of macros and VBA and data merge things. And, you know, most people just want to type a letter or a memo, and they only want to, one of the things Zoho does really good is if I highlight some text, like this, it pops up a little bar. It figures I want to format it, so I want to make it bold, so I can do that. It's just kind of aware as to what I'm doing. But what we want to do now is we want to drop our contact data into this template. So where it says your name, I'm going to want to put the contact name in there. So I come over here to fields, merge fields, and all of the, all right, where's my fields list? I'm in contacts. Hold on. There should be a CRM Dropbox here. Start over. I did something wrong here. Go here. New template. Contacts. Employment number 2. Create. Pick the same form. Select. So here's my Zoho CRM fields here. And I can pick the module I want to drop into. So under contacts, here's all my contact fields. So for the name, there's a field called full name. I just click there. I'll get rid of this text. So I'm putting the full name here. I'll put the city, state, zip here, which is all called mailing. Mailing city, mailing state, mailing zip. Get rid of these things. And you guys get the idea here, right? So, although, you know what, that's all my stuff, not their stuff. It doesn't matter. Under the date here, I can pick a date format. I may want to use this and I'll say update automatically, so every day it will put in today's date, whatever date that is. And we decided to hire you. Okay, so here's my template. And then down here I can put my name. So in my I'll put the contact owner in here. And so I'm done. We built a template. It's ugly. It's just like the email template tool. And so I have this employment too. I'll delete employment contract here because we never got anywhere with it. So I have this now. So I'll go to a different person in CRM just to show how this works. I'll go to Christopher McLeod. I'll go to mail merge. And again, this is a good reminder. It says here, which template do you want to send? So in here will be a library of all my Word templates or document templates. And so I have my employment too. I can use it in Zoho Writer. I can use Word, but you see here, only in Internet Explorer 6 and above. We use a 6 anymore. So I strongly recommend you use the Zoho Writer. I do a merge, and this one, what happens next, a little upsetting. People, they say it didn't merge. All I'm seeing is my field, but it actually has given me the chance to make changes here if I want. Way down here under Start Merging, I can hit Proceed, and it will actually now merge the contact data into the document. It can take a minute. So you see it put Mr. Christopher McLeod, Middle Island, New York, and it put my name at the bottom. And so it merged. With this document now, you'll see I can download it in Word format, as a PDF, open document as an open office, rich text, HTML. There's a lot of different file formats that you can save this document to. You can also save it in your own Zoho Docs folder. And if I get time today, I'll explain Zoho Docs. It's a little confusing. It's another storage area you have. I believe Zoho is planning to deprecate it someday. So you gotta be careful where you save. You might want to just save. This is going to put it in your Zoho Docs. So we could put it here. I will. I'll put it in my folders. I'll give it a name, call it Z School Employment. And again, the format I want to save it in is here. So I'll save it as a PDF. I can put a password on it. I can track changes. If it is a Word document and someone edits it, makes a change to it, you might want to know that. It's saved. So this document is in a little folder called My Folders. It did not automatically save the document into Christopher's record, even though I launched it from there, and I wish it did. Maybe there's a way to do it. I haven't figured it out now. Personally, I don't send a lot of contracts out and stuff. But if I go to Christopher's record here, there's nothing in attachments that says a document was created or merged. What I recommend you do is go to Attachments, and over here under Attach, go to Zoho Docs. And sure enough, there's the Z School Employment PDF just created. So I'll attach it. It's not putting a copy in here, it's just pointing to it on your drive. And that way it's not taking up any storage. You see this document was 1.87 megabytes. Wow. Yes, PDFs do that. Anyway, it's up in your Docs folder, which we'll talk about in a minute. And so that's what I just did is I created a template. went over here, I went to templates, mail merge. It used the Writer, Zoho Writer, which needs to be taught, and I'll probably do a session on that someday because there's some really nice things you can do here. I really like this. They have this little intelligence agent thing here, tells me, scores me on what grade level I wrote at. I didn't write enough words, though, for it to give me a grade, but it'll tell me how easy it is to write. There's some really neat features in here. It's a good little document creator. And you have it. So the next thing I want to show you is Zoho Sign. We're going to take this a step further, and I'm going to talk about that. So in Zoho, I mentioned Sign, which is the e-sign tool they have. Now, two things you should do is before you turn on Writer or Sign, you should add them to your Zoho one. So you go to your Zoho admin, and in applications, if you don't have these applications, add them. So these are all the applications we've added, and Zoho Docs is actually it's like Office. It includes Writer, Sheet, Show, but I also added, so that's part of that, and then there's Zoho Sign here was added. And it looks like the only one in the company that has access to Sign is Homer. I think what I'll do is I'll give it to the other users. I'll assign that. You want to make sure the people who need to use it can use it. We have a guy in the company here called Standard User. We've just given him the ability to use Sign. So that's how to manage your Zoho one. So the last thing I have to do is in CRM, I go to Marketplace All. This is very confusing. Normally when I want to add Zoho Sign to CRM, I go to the Zoho, these are all the Zoho extensions for CRM, and I can link Zoho to Zoho Meeting and Zoho Projects and Zoho Desk, and there's a lot of things in here, but you won't see Zoho Sign in here. I don't know why you should, because all the Zoho apps you can connect CRM to should be in here. But if you go to All, and then you search on Zoho Sign, you'll see that there is a Zoho Sign for Zoho CRM. You want this one here. This is the Zoho Sign product. So I've done that. I've already, you click on it, and they'll ask you if you want to install it. I've already done that. And when you do that, it will modify your CRM just a little bit. And so I'm going to show you. You won't see this unless you've done this. Say I go to contacts here. I'll go to a different contact. I'll go to Josephine here. I now have a button right here called Send for Zoho Sign. Actually, I'm going to change Josephine's email to Jeff+Josephine@12.3.com. That mailbox doesn't exist, but a cool thing about email is anything after the plus gets ignored. That's going to go to Jeff at 12.3. So I can show you what it looks like when I get it. So let's say I want to send Josephine an employment contract. I go send for Zoho Sign, little pop-up. Now I'm in Zoho Sign. It says I can add a document. So I could add a document. The document I just created for Christopher, the PDF, it's already been built. But I could do a merge right from here. I could say use a template. I'll use my mail merge templates. And there's my Employment 2 template that I built. Now, I built that in CRM. I happen to be in Zoho Sign right now, but they talk. It's the beauty of all this. And then down here, it's asking me who gets this, because it might be more than one person. It should go to that Jeff plus Josephine. So I could add more people. I'll just say, please sign this. And we'll go next, just to show you the steps. Haven't taken it this far yet, but there's the employment. So you see it's got Josephine's stuff in here. It's already done the merge. Now I'm in Zoho Sign. I'm going to make this larger because in Zoho Sign, I've got to tell her where to sign it. So I might want her to sign here, and I might want her to put the date, I don't know, up here. I'm just drawing stuff. And I want her to put her name and email down here. So it's going to go there, and this is going to send. Let's see if I get it. Oh, I just did. Check my email. I got a digital signature request from this person in my demo account. I went to Jeff plus Josephine. I'll start signing. There's a lot of settings in Zoho Sign. Someday I'll show you that. So, agree. Be careful what I'm saying here. It wants me to put in a date. May 14th. And it wants me to sign. So, I'll pick that. And I wanted my full name and my email. That works. So I'm done. By the way, now the sender will get an email saying the person has been successfully signed. You also get an email saying they let it expire. They didn't finish. And so that's kind of a quick walkthrough of, again, I don't think I have an attachment. Let me do this. Oh, Zoho Sign documents are added down here to the record. And so if I click on this, I wanted to just view the record. Sorry, it took me to the record. Here's the signed document right here. I can click on it, and it put it in her record. So there's my signature. There's the date I signed it, which I could have, put anything in there. So we took CRM data, dropped it into a template, and then in the template, all I did was in the CRM record, I just said send for sign. I picked the template and it sent it to them pretty quick. It's all very legal. Steven's on the call. I might let him chime in here in a minute. Zoho Sign just added Ethereum blockchain, which he says is really cool. It's a more certifiable chain of custody type system on there. I spelled Josephine wrong. Okay, I'm going to stop recording and open it up for questions if anybody has any.